escaped. I'm free. Mrs. P told me I had to catch up with all my emails and paperwork and risk assessments and method statements and job sheets and everything else, all the stuff that I hate. I like being out here. The last place I want to be is in my office. So the only break I've had from the office this morning was when she asked me to take her mother shopping out for her. So I was actually glad to do it because it meant I got out of the office. But then when I took mother shopping up, I was also reminded that I've got to do her fire as well. Still, better than being in the office. Right, so that's the little fella that we've got to sort out. I don't know if those doors are going to come off there. The doors might come off actually, that make life a bit easier. Might want a little bit of squirt on there to encourage them. But the plan is, rub it all down, get it clean, paint it, put new ropes in the door, so all this got to be cleaned out. But I think what we're going to do, I'm not going to do it by myself because I'm not picking that up by myself because I'll tug something. I'll stick it on that table, right? Or I'll get the guys to stick it on that table. Two of them, better than one of me. Right, I just want to make something quite clear. I should have started this over half an hour ago, but I didn't, and it's all Donkey from Grassman's fault. It's all his fault because he nominated Even Flow for the 3-bell challenge, and until he'd done that, I'd never even heard of Even Flow. But now I have, and I subscribed, and I can't stop watching it. So it's I warn you, it's not for everybody because the guys are absolutely mad. But if you want to chuckle and you're over 18, definitely over 18, then go and find Even Flow. So, but be prepared, you might be there for a while. Okay, mad. All right, so this is my project for this afternoon. It is Mother's log burner. We're not going to go mad on this. This is a mold steel log burner. It's not cast apart from the doors, I think. And it's a case of this is a stopgap for the time being. We will probably update this at a later date for something a bit newer and well, just a bit newer. So the idea today is rub it all down. I'm going to paint it and I'm going to put new ropes in the door. So, and you can watch as much or as little as you want, and wherever I put the wire brush, I had it in my hand right just now. See, the problem is, once again, the workbench, there's bits everywhere because the muddlers have been in here. Right, okay. I think actually I want to turn this around a little bit because that's not how I wanted it. Got to be a bit gentle. I don't want it breaking the table and falling off. Where's the wire brush gone? I literally had it in my hand minutes ago. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Right, okay. So, I'm not quite sure how this is going to come out on video. If it's going to come out on video, if you're really going to get to see an awful lot of what I'm doing here, I'll do what I can. But literally all this is somebody giving a old log burner a bit of a scratch over the wire brush. Paint's not going to stick to that. But I was hoping I could get these doors off. What I might have to do is, I've got some white spirit in the shop over there. I might have to just give certain bits a bit of rub down with the white spirit. Do these come off? This one does. Right, that's going to make life a lot easier. Not so sure about this one though. How are you going to come off? I might just let that sink in for a minute. What I really want is a wire brush on the drill, but I don't know where it's gone. I've actually got 2 or 3, but I don't know where. Not in there. Not in there. Probably staring me in the face. Not obviously staring me in the face. Oh well. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, and this fire is 25 years old. Still capable of doing some service. It's just past its best. This is an old villager. So it was never one of the more expensive marks, but it does the job. Do you know what? Why don't you come back a bit later on when I finish scratching this thing over, and then we'll go from there. This actually reminds me of when I first started going out with my now wife, Julie. I think one of the reasons my mother-in-law agreed to let me marry her, because her dad wasn't around to ask permission, was the fact that I said, if I can marry your daughter, you can have free firewood for the rest of your life. I decided it was easier to do this on the fire than off. Come back to that. A bit more of this. At least I've got half a chance of the paint sticking. Bit of that on there. Where was I? Oh yeah. Seems to be a bit missing from there. Did you see that come off? There's a commonly used word for situations like this. Bugger. Ooh, ooh. Or phew. Is that what I'm looking for? Look at that, I found the drill bit as well. Okay, so I am thinking that all is saved. It was black, I couldn't see it. Oh, right, point that away from me. Over that way somewhere. I'm not actually sure this thing was actually even on there, although I couldn't hear it rattling about in the lid. Okay, so I've been shaking this for the minute that I stopped shaking it for about 3.5 minutes now. So I'm kind of hoping that we're somewhere in the vicinity. I don't want to get too much of the glass. Yeah, it's Heath Robinson and I should be wearing a respirator, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, but no, I'm not. So, this is not what I would call ideal drying weather today. It is damp and not very warm. So it's a case of thin coats applied over some time. Concentrating on the bits that folks could see. That's all the bits you can. There is a bit of nose to this stuff, but it doesn't actually smell that powerful. I'm not going to take it for granted though, just in case. More shaking. I'm hoping there's enough in this tin to do this twice at least. Okay, my degreasing efforts seem to have worked. The doors are going to be the hard bit because of the glass. I might have to get a piece of cardboard or something and just cut that out. Okay, not too thick, so I don't want it to run. It is going to take a little while to dry this, so I think what I'm going to do, I've actually stolen my wife's Tesco's shopping list that came in with the delivery today, and I'm going to use that to mask off, I think, on there. That can go on there, that can go in there like that. So literally all I'm doing is a piece of A4 paper, I'm literally just scrunching it into the corners in the hope that that will mask off enough that I can paint this, no overspray. Look, it's going to look better when it's done, alright? It's going to look better than it did rusty and ever before. And if it lasts a year, that will do. I don't want any missing bits in there, do I? Okay, so, oh, a bit on there. Okay, that is going to take some drying. Right, now that fella. Fairly fortunate having these windows sort of countersunk into this, because it's made masking, well, really easy. You're going to get much quicker than that, are you? Right, okay. Oh, sorry about the light, but as you're well aware, this is not a proper TV studio. This is my barn, and it's as good as it gets. Okay, so we've got the lot to do now, so I think we'll just put that over there. Okay, right, I think all I could do now is go and have a cup of tea and let that dry a bit. Oh, I'll paint me knob. I don't mind if he runs a bit, or this one. Okay, right, hopefully that paper didn't mark too much. A little bit. Can I touch that up? This is where I get it all over the glass now, isn't it? So. Put the paint down, Ian. Put it down, stop it, stop doing it. Walk away from the paint. You can't help yourself, can you? Okay. It's like my right hand's got a mind of its own. Must paint. Must paint. Okay, right. Walk away. God, walk away! So you see bits that are like, you know, you can see them dry because they're a different colour. You think, oh, I'll just put a bit more on there. And then I'll come back after me tea and I'll find a dirty, great big run right across it. And then I'll go, oh, I wish I hadn't done that. And then you'll go, I told you not to do that. Don't touch it, don't touch it. Oh yeah, I could do a bit on that, see? Okay, so the bit of the fire that's going to be seen the most from the room is the front and actually that side. Oh, that's dry as well. Well, dry, it was, you know, lighter in colour. Right, I'm walking away now. Right, clean you out. Put it down. See another dry bit. I'm going to put it down. Put it down. Put the lid on. Put it there. Go and have a cup of tea. So we're not worrying about underneath there because no one's going to look under there. Not even the dog is going to look under there. Right. Get in there. Do you know what? With this damp weather, I think I'm probably better off walking away from that for the rest of the day and maybe go back and look at it again tomorrow. If I keep layering paint on there, I will end up, well, you know what they say, less haste, more speed.